Chapter 4. Chapter 4 Design. 4-1 Vehicle Preparation Area. 411 General. The central vehicle washing have two types of the staging area, each of the different function of the air designated with the preparation vehicle. Some layer of the changing involved with the alignment of the vehicles or moving over through the central vehicle washing an additional vehicle with the sword or according to the type of the washing requirement vehicles waiting and being prepared washing are aligned with the directly entry with the designated wash station. These preparations are provided with a troop at the location, remove the trash of the vehicle for the blood drain hole. By village pump discharge lines, remove the camouflage check die downs. Use restaurant facilities when provided prior to the washing vehicle with or 1-2 sizing area configuration requirements of the staging area of the central vehicle washing depends on the queuing arrangement mounting assembly need with the number of type of the vehicle's wash preparation area. The preparation area should allow at least one vehicle to be staged behind each of the washing and additional with the additional vehicles for the central vehicle washing during the major washing area for the queue with the liner for the near fashion central vehicle water entrance road for the end or trails leading with the paved preparation area should be decided with the accommodate with a minimum of 1,000 square feet over the paved area pair lane with the figure and include the vehicle area with a minimum of 10 feet pedestrian clearance and then all of the directions between the vehicle with the vehicles line with the roads according with the wash and station line with the laid out preparation area can be established based on the gross of the width of the facility including the vehicle washing lane sidewalk base pipelines to end of the staging area with the configuration while depending on the weather the wash stations linear and skewed and parallel. Alright, 4122 vehicle assembly area. The areas inside of the accommodate with the company vehicle to assemble the group with the part of the central vehicle washing contaminant area. Vehicles are allowed to proceed with the contaminant area with the individual vehicle with the assembly area with the requirements can be reduced with eliminated layout of the area with based on the growth of the width dimension wash station divided with the required area. However, the area should be designed so that no vehicle with the wash station are slowly over the back of the units or assembly area. 413 staging area cleanup hydrant should be provided adjacent to the vehicle preparation area. The of cleaning up the pavement, the washing area design flow rate of these hydrants should be 25 gallons per minute, but over the 95 gallons per minute, 95 liters per minute. Location for the hydrants must be such to allow for the hose stream to move the soil of the pole portion of the pave of the air toward the drains. 414 drainage. The vehicle preparation area slope of the drain with the edge of the pavement over the drainage drains may be recorded with assembly of the drainage cleaning with the flush with the concluded with the trench drain with the move of the dirt and debris of the collection of the vanishing vehicle preparation area that generally not curved with the however the curb is mainly used at the entrance of the traffic low control of the location of the vehicle must be, might be back over the pavement where the water would otherwise run off the pavement the edge with the causing undermining of the slab. Curbage with the track facility should be designed to resist damage of the track vehicles. 4-2 wash station function. The wash station central feature of the central vehicle wash facility which permits the manual washing with the both track and wheel vehicle the station control create islands with the top of the plate for the of the lane of the vehicle, change with the lane stop of the washing water, hope and hung with the flow. The top of the clear of the air of the vehicle with the of the station should be designed such that the two person can use the hove of the two adjacent tabs of the vehicle with the design shape of the time allowing with the bolt of the vehicle prior. These for the equipment to be washed at once no solvent for the determinants are used to be the wash vehicle at the time in the past for the vehicle at the 4-2 configuration. The island should be spaced at the side with single straight line with a screw with the figure 4-2-1 and screwed in figure or 1 with the traffic lines are paired with the design should be smooth with the traffic with the minimum of the doing with the vehicle with the move only one direction for the vehicles waiting for the wash and keep it behind with over the being washed. Since the vehicles always move forward, there's no hesitation with the reversal of the travel the island should have at the center spacing with approximately 25 feet either 7.6 millimeter to allow the water vehicle to pass easily between the island without the thing with the width should all have only one vehicle at a time in the path of the station. Now the insulating wash area with the long wheel vehicle the semi might travel unit alone over the which can be cleaned easily at standard airline to double tower station may be desirable to do a double tower station of the tower place that even if the island longer island to be constructed to accommodate the arms of the two tower of the tower hoods located on each of them the arm intended to serve the one core of the overside vehicle unless unlike the hoods with the single towered island if it's designed to serve the one half of the vehicle figure 4-3 show the layout of the double tower station. Alright, this shows back out of this show the preparation area slope 1.5 millimeters to the 5 meters wash station sidewalk slope control building water treatment system slope assembly area bypass and traffic flow. 423 island design. Each island is should approximately 5 feet wide 5 feet wide show the island with the cross section top of the island should have the craft to prevent water from the painting of the island. Strip of the island should have the roof finished up with the survive with the traction of the troop of the area that become wet. Wash with the concrete of the barrier should be played for the entrance of the each island shown figure 4-5 of the east barrier that will protect the tower of the person working at the station, give the damage and injury of the vehicles. 424 the tower design. When the tower should be constructed with the chain pipe with the tape of the metal single pole for the structural equipment, the tower should be supported with the flexible wash over the inner lip. The lifting of the tower is insulated with the interior wash lens can support with the two wash houses to fasten the horizontally above the island swivel type joint for the exact height of the pole and the length of the hose will be specific on the site, specifically depending on the orientation of the island, but the side of the vehicle to be serviced with the tower is installed on an outer wash island with only one need of the hook. Since the one vehicle will be served on the island, figure 4 show over the tower in the cross section. Show over the shows 4-2 show over the wash island planning shown spacing approximately 25 feet, 5 foot, approximately 18 feet working level lighting, exit, slope, entrance, grading, trench, flusher, wash water flow, work lighting, valve box, tower base, concrete barrier. 241 height with at least 15 feet with a clearance of the knee of the between the pavement and the pivot point of the vehicle trail. The heat height will be washed still with a higher clearance that can be used, and one more wash station is required. 4242 hose pivot. The hose is support with the hose that should be properly set with the steel beam with the support of the hose and allow with the horizontal rotation of the hose with the cushion strap that should cushion strap should be installed with the tower within the limit of the movement of the pivot of 180 degrees in the horizontal plane. Right, other form of the brace should be used to stabilize the pivot. In vertical direction system should be included with the secure the hose after you this system should allow the drain to all the water out of the hose to keep the being from running out by the vehicle with 3 double towers island. Show with approximately 25 feet. They're working fully exit the tower base of the valve box for the tower base of the valve box for the working level of the concrete barrier approximately 45 feet. Trench flush foam grading wash water flow. Water pressure flowing rates. Recommended design pressure of 75 pounds per square inch. The water pressure is meant for the now recommended design flow rate of the 25 gallons per minute. The pressure flow rate is given with the facility. The pump selection of the control should be provided with limited maximum pressure at the nozzle. 90 psa valve must be installed with the level of each of the islands to be isolated from water supply. Mainly operated valve required to allow the troops to control from each of the islands. Hoses 4244 hoses of the specified vehicle with wash station made with the reference. The reference should be all textile braid made with the resilient synthetic ends. This material is covered with thick rubber. The hose must be flexible, easily the handle rated with minimum working pressure for 300 psi. Hoses must be durable, suitable with water resistant abrasion, oil, sunlight, or for the standard nozzle over the 5/16 of an inch in order to provide chosen flow rate at 75 psi with the pressure of the nozzle. And each hose must be long enough to each of the location reach of the side of the front and the back section of the vehicle being washed. Alright, 4245 nozzles. Nozzles must be durable to withstand liquid punishment and heavy heat with the flow inside of the diameter of the hose connection to the tower with the determinants for the pressure rate, the flow rate. The flow should be designed with a rubber nozzle that required manufactured cross section of the island, approximately 55 feet with a slope, and then preheating and protection against free for the reach of the freeze condition maker. The water supply pipe with the valve fitting the washing station must be self-drained design protection for the damage to the freezing. 426 the water supply pipe made with the will frequently operated with the supply and piping in the wash station must be accessible. The valve pivot the valve box with the manhole's isolation valve with the width of the system can be directly buried. 427 the paved areas drained with the 4271 surface drainage. All water treatment will be washing to be able to clean the central vehicle washing facility as well. The precipitation falling from through the paved area should be like through the drain system with the flow of the primary treating basement. Volume of the captured as bank of the water. The some of they are located after the wash area. The preparation should be paved with slope with the graded trench drain with the concrete with the curbing with the should be installed the pavement soil of the entrance base when the design deemed the necessary to contain with the direct with the runoff of the treatment system in the area. The water is not exposed to curb of the vehicle control but not required such that the preparation with the design may shoot with the limit of the not or use curbing of the strip of the water should be drained away with facilities and left with the capture for the makeup of the water. 4272 with the range. One graded trench drain that's provided with the soil laden wastewater for the pave with the stage of the wash station as an access area of the water collection system. 42 show the typical trench drain. The cross section of the trench should have a circle U shape at the bottom of the smooth surface with a good open channel. Hydraulics abrasion resistant grading should also be cast iron able to support the vehicle over the input of the grading open. It should be at least 1 inch wide. All out with the able to have pass through the grading section should be the way the attachment design that allow the easy remove of the mains flow with the trench drain system. 42721 trench drain layout. Trench drains are usually on to transverse the island across the direction of the vertical trap. The trench drain system is required the length of each of the row of the wash station end to end. and for figure 2, 1 stands train, central vehicle washing facility plan figure 4-1, 4-2, 4-3, location for the additional trench drain and station area will depend on the following: amount of the distance. So lighting materials must also be moved during the washing area cleaning up operation. The location of the staging area or hose agents and the area of the coverage 42722. The trench draining flushing system. The trench flushing system with the supply line motor over operated valve, the nozzle injection points along with the trench drain with adequate so the mess be maintained with the trench which with the move the dirt and the debris with the collection strip. The level of house at least 5 feet. The second, they record the pan slope that should be at least 2% with the bowl down to the grade of bend. The junction slope change with the section changes into the trench drain should be designed with the energy level collection and flushing nozzles will located the trench just above the normal below the point of the downstream flushing accomplishing immediately during vehicle wash periods. During the cleaning operation, water station trench, but only during the cleaning up in the other staging area. The trench flush system controlled with the flushing. So the operator is critical with the independent other product selection. Flushers operated only when the necessary order the conserve water electrical consumption as well. All well as the flushing system utilizing water drain in the equalizing basin is designed. Chapter 6 show that the 4-5 show the lens fuel section of the island show the 4-2 work level lighting in the tower, work level lighting slope, the concrete barrier grading, trench flush barriers. 4273 wastewater collection system general wastewater well collected with the pavement there with the move of the drain with the tide with the open for the underground piping network with the combination there. Oh, the ground bay with the gravity with the sediment bend basin with the primary treatment. If the side with the rate of the permit the collection ship with the storm over the sediment the basement should be open with the channel the easy cleaning with the open trench with the line with the channel with the debris straight as possible minimize the number of the direction avoid the moment of the debris mud and debris accumulation manhole should be approved the pipe of the system the pipers intersection change the direction change with the slope the node greater than 100 foot, but the interval straight run greater. The collection system should, without flushers have it empty with the set been designed with the maintained with a minimum velocity of 5 feet per second. Minimum of 2% slope shall be required with all gravity wastewater lines. Material 42732. Material open channel with the concrete concrete rectangular trapezoidal semicircular cross section semicircular channels limit the air with the debris and grease can accumulate gravity pipe systems usually reinforced construction concrete steel ductile iron pressure system plastic pipe that may be below practice 4-6 of the tower. Cross section lighting feet the adjust rod switch pipes with meat flexible hose swivel quick disconnection hose light pole working light operational feet 5 feet wash lane valve island wash lane. Alright, pavement. All ground surface the central vehicle washing will support the vehicle pneumatic with the cover the hard surface the curbing over the water vehicle control of the pavement. The scrub to keep it clean with the vehicle with the driver the parking with the strip while they become so the strip of the vehicle will do not track with the dirt with the bum pave the air of the track air is into the place for the result of the clean vehicle with the concrete recommended air of the track vehicle movement they include the pavements over with the bowl for the track vehicle will move or maneuver the asphalt paving the strip of the air with the only wheel vehicle will operate in the air of the straight track wheel vehicle move the pavement and the base of the should be designed with the need of the vehicle with the facility with the concrete should be around with the critical drain with structure for the wash stations and the road to trade. Those leading on the motor pool there with the wash facility should be paved with preventing the clean vehicle being coming into sold again roller compacted concrete should be printed with all paving areas expected the critical drain structure with the wind form work concrete should be used with the wind water recycling is to be used light paving and the color should be used light with the creative evaporation of the volume. Cross section of trench of the grade with the varies in the individual elevation varies. Our 429 interior wash equipment option. Low interior wash equipment should be provided with the element of the use of the user request with the wash truck bed with the club with the cap floor with the Jeep interior with the other structure area with the cooling with the wash fucking personal compartments only with the interior with the cleaning of the engine. Each engine is clean with the prohibited at these location outlets should be provided with the water pressure 40 psi with a flow rate of 5 and a 3/4 inch heavy duty utility hose with the attached to the outlet sign with it should be both the warning personnel not to wash engine compartments. 410 adequate lighting. Adequate overhead with the working level lighting must be provided with the central vehicle wash where the user will wash the vehicles and have the overhead tower structure will provide the lighting for the staging area. The towers must have a high mast lower mast that must be located so that it provides a total wash area for the coverage without interfering with each traffic. The wash station tower that must have light fixtures fixtures the air of the shown figure 4 stick with the expression from the lower tower or fixtures may be the securing lighting for the additional requirement see figure 3-4 lighting. 4-11 physical security consider the lack of the building door central vehicle washing is usually enough for the night. The user request for the safety protection against vandalism of the basin It is recommended. 4212 signs. Signs must be posted warning personnel not to drink wash water, drinking, directing them to potable water available to traffic flow on signal is a paved marking that should provide the ensure that in traffic facility. 4213 solid waste collection. Commercial dumpsters should be located with a strategic position along with the edge of the operation as well as solid waste dedicated to construction concrete passation with a pavement that prefer to avoid damage of the dumpster, moving the vehicle to the extra dumpsters may require to wash station. 4214 operation control. Equipment operating manual should be specified to move be provided with the contract release for the construction contract with the 4214. Our requirement of the operator will depend on the side of the complexity of the essential vehicle washing operator responsible for shutting off the equipment at the time of the emergency and at the end of the washing operation. The person control of the pump of the valve oversees of the and report the maintenance of the problem, ensure the safety operation if which recycle the water system. The operator will be also responsible for the planning of the treatment process. The 4214 the control building. The building should provide with a hose controlled water facility in one central location. Master control panel should be installed to permit the operator to shut off all of the washing operation. Once the design allow the operator to shut down the facility quickly and efficiently, the requirement of the building should provide the protection of the operator during the inclement and weather, insulation, heating, ventilation, air conditioning may be have to provide with the control building. And some installation of latrines and potable water for the troop that can be included with the control building. Telephone should be installed with the building to allow the operator the operating maintenance problems. And emergency UFC 310101 architecture UFC 3110 03 roofing should be consulted with basic information building and roof design figure 4H over the recommendation of the control building. Alright, 421421 location design. Control building must be located with the structure the operator can easily walk to the operation of all the wash station with the entire treatment of the dumpster should be visible. The control building latrine strip of the operator lockable storage space that can be included with the building is required. Efficient design with the control panel in the secondary storage room. Both of the latrine storage room as will allow for the operator to have the good view of all the washing treatment operation. The operator should be able to operate with the control panel to have the clear view of the operation depending on the rotation of the zip. The control building can have the screen with the have the install of the reduce the gravity and inhibit the rear of the wash field of the control room the operator during the time provide the protection calculations during design compliance. 421422 side of the control building must be used side of the house of the side to the house, the wash facility, the control building, electrical, mechanical equipment stored on the screen, the wash facility, then one location. 421423 protection control building located adjacent vehicle with the protected barrier that must install at its corner as it commerce and other protected areas are rails may also be required. 352 show the floor plan with the control building control room wash facility, second floor of the men, women storage in the first floor wash facility drawings and chapter 5 optional pre-wash.